I feel like we just need to address the real issue always. You know, we can give a guy a cigarette or some money to survive the day, be happy for a little moment. But that's not really helping, right? It's just keeping the same circle. And if we really want to do something, we have to go to the core of it, to the root. And if these people just keep getting in this situation, the root is somewhere in the way we deal with it as humankind. Are we social or are we a loner, a private? Do we go for what do we go for? What's our goal? What's the goal of life? Good question, right? For now, I don't see it. Not the way our system now works. I don't see how this is gonna go anywhere. If we want to go anywhere, we have to get hope again. And hope we can get by giving people the feeling that they're actually worth something. That there is a way out of their situation if it's very dire. Because there comes a point where we cannot do it ourselves anymore. I've been alone for a very long time. And it's okay, it was okay. That was, I guess, necessary to... Oh cool, look. More art. And here more art. Yeah, I guess it was necessary to be alone to get my mind in order. Because as I said before, it was pretty much chaos. Questions filling my head with why, how, and why not? Why do things not change? Because this is seen as criminal. And speaking your mind is also seen as criminal because you're going against establishment or something. But what really matters is you, your wife, or you and your husband. Even if you're alone, right? But then when you have children, they matter too. And your pet. But outside of that, So fix that first, right? Your inner self, your behaviors, your mindset, and the goal that you set in life. Then you have room to help others, like your wife. And if she does the same for herself, then you already have two people who are healed or on their way to healing and on their way to a better life. And you rub that off on your children. And when they grow up with the right, I don't know if you can call it right, but with a certain behavioral patterns. And if you healed yours, they can heal a little part of it too. There's no more trauma in there. And then you're all okay, right? Like this, you're done. Because their children will have to only fix a little part of themselves and not an entire generation line. And their children can heal again, and then we can heal the world. So yeah, it can happen in a few generations. And it will take time, and it will take effort, and it will take discomfort. But hey, what the fuck are we doing now, right? Now we're not really doing anything as well. Just keep creating more issues. And when we keep creating more issues, our children have to pay the consequences and heal those issues again. So we need to grow. Personally, family, your house, get it in order. Once it's in order, you can help your family, your closest family. You can help the neighbors. But if everybody puts the effort in for helping each other instead of judging each other, it can go really quickly. And it's a revolution, for sure. We want from love, from a good heart. A revolution for change for the better. And the ones that keep lacking behind, they can get help eventually as well. Because if a whole community changes, a whole street change. Let me put it correctly. Family, right? I explained that earlier. Then the street. Then the neighborhood. And the more people join together and create more happiness around them, it will rub off on others. And when it rubs off on others, they will rub off on others too. And when it rubs off on others, they will rub on and rub and rub and rub and rub. And it will spread like an oil stain, but a good oil stain, I guess. maybe it's like electricity more, or neurons in the brain. It spreads out, makes new connections. And all you have to do is sometimes be a good person. Every time again. That's the key. Because when the neighborhood is good, your town gets better. More joy. Then when your town gets better, the city gets better. The surrounding cities. And if it happens in more places than one, more people than one, we got a revolution on our hands. One of love. And we're gonna keep people who don't act out of love or sympathy, or you know what I mean. We're gonna hold them accountable. That's it. We're gonna hold them accountable for their actions, right? Because then you have cities that get better, then you got provinces, districts, countries. And if it happens all over the world, can you see my drift? We can change the world. I truly believe we can change the world. And all it has to do is start with one man. So be that man, right? I don't have to be. You don't have to be. But somehow we do have to be. And somehow we do need to just start somewhere and let us listen to each other, listen to people with experience in their field, you know. And I think the word revolution is always frowned upon, but somehow it isn't, because we also had a revolution, industrial revolution and stuff. And every time there's change, it's discomfortable for the ones who are in their current position. So they will kick and fight, and they will show their true heart if you make it more difficult for them, because they just want to keep going where they're going, right? It may not be easy, but it has to start somewhere, and if it starts in your neighborhood or in your heart, then you might be the one to change it all. And that's what you have to believe. And I bet you can see the change already around you. More and more people getting, well, I wouldn't say upset, but speaking up, doing more better things. Nice bike. I almost forgot. And all we have to do is be a good person ourselves. One by one by one. So let's work together. Please. And I'm not begging. But you have to make a decision once upon a time. On which part of history do you want to be, right? Which part of humanity are you gonna be? The victor will write the history books. And how great would that be, that if the victor would actually be a good guy. And who would want to change the world and the way we're living. And how great would it be if it actually worked, right? I think it works. I can feel it in my bones. Because a shift is happening. What? It happens every now and then. It just does. It really does. Did you see? It's all up to us. And I call upon you. I call upon you to just go and do it, right? Because we're all human beings. You and I. I can see the world change. Can you? And why wouldn't it start here in Barcelona? Or in the Netherlands? Or in France? Or anywhere, right? In Africa, Europe, United States, South America. Every single soul is a fucking human. You better believe it. Boom. Institut Català de la Salud Survey de Diagnostic per la Imitación Fernanda. Pura Fernandas. So yeah, I guess that's basically it, right? And maybe you think you don't hear any solutions, but I call upon you in your field to provide those solutions from the basis of a good heart and to do what is right. Change your business, change your mindset about it, you know? About pollution, about crime, about it's just the list goes on, right? And I cannot provide solutions for something I don't know the specifics about. That's a difficult word. All I can do is listen to the ones who hold the knowledge. It's not a one-man show. It never was. It's the below who goes to the top. It's the top that helps the below. It's woven into society already. Placed on every place. So yeah. You see, everywhere. Save the ocean, save the world. Because we're all living in it. If you see corruption in your business or in anywhere, right? In the politics, in the police force, military, society, speak up. Just speak up, right? Change it. Don't be afraid. I bet there's more people with you than you think. There always is. Maybe they are just afraid to speak up as well. When they're afraid to speak up as well, then we have an issue, right? But if we all speak up, there's no problem. Because the good people, there are more of us than there are of them. And that's just a fact. Because it's always the few that ruin it for the rest. So let's stop them. And I ask them to change themselves. It's a time to choose, right? They can choose to be good, to change their ways. And we won't hold it against them. Not much though. But we need to shake hands and be better persons again. As you see, we are not alone. And you aren't either. We've never been alone. It may feel that way. Sometimes. But we've never been alone. And life is a journey, right? Life is like a film. You decide what the film is gonna be like. It's all fine by me. If you want an easy life, that's okay. You still have to speak up to keep it that way. Beautiful. Because there's love all around us. It starts with a look, a flower, a little gesture. And nowadays it's so crazy that if you want to give someone flowers, they decline because they think you're up to something or you want to sell something. That's nuts. We cannot accept love anymore. So we gotta show it again to each other. I have trouble with that, I'm honest. I definitely don't know what love is all about yet. But I'm destined to find out. And I have been trying to find it out. Look, there's Goku. Kamehameha. Humor or amor. You can yeah, isn't that all we want from life? To love and be loved. We don't want too much hassle. We don't. We want a generation of happy people. Ministerio del Interior. Oh. That's like no, more love. Pretty effing great. Fire! I think. Seven, 10, 8, 8. So yeah, we're exploring Barcelona now, I guess. And I believe I will be in the right place eventually. One day, one way or the other. But change is inevitable. Because humanity is always changing. And if we keep lagging behind on it all, yeah, we're doomed. You can sit safe in your house and think it's not gonna happen to you. But it can literally happen to anyone. No matter where you come from. Because, you know, when you think you're safe as a criminal, or not, maybe not even technically a criminal, you're still you probably are wrong. I'm thinking you're safe. Because you see, we know who you are. We know where you're at. We know your routines, the places you be, where you go, where your wife goes, where your children go to school. I mean, it's all open in the air, right? You might even post it yourself on Facebook or on, let's say, just social media. And however others might have felt afraid, what if they don't feel afraid anymore? What if we are not scared of you? Because we don't give a shit about money. You cannot bribe us. We are happy with just the minimal amount we need. So yeah, that's just basically it, right? We know where you at what time, where you're going. And that way, we can shoot videos like this to show you we got your balls in a pinch and your back's up against the wall. Great, right? You see, and however you may have felt luxury and have spoiled yourself, I promise you, you're gonna have to change. Because in prison, you don't have that luxury. You don't have to say what's happening. You have to stick to routine. Do what you're told. And we, while you're inside, we are gonna change this effing world for the better. Because that's just what we do. That's what we have to do. So every time again, everywhere you go, you see, we don't have to be the ones to be afraid anymore. Because there's a lot of more of us than there is of you. And all I had to do is walk around a bit. learning, growing, to be a better man myself. And I cannot pick up every piece of garbage. So yeah, when I said I wasn't doing it alone, I wasn't. You see? There's so much mice in this game. And what if the mice finally catch the cat? Because they start working together. I think you can catch that drift as well, right? I mean, you're not stupid. And it's really, it's a wonderful thing. And it actually makes me a little bit emotional from happiness. And the fun thing, you could have seen me walking around and you may have thought, oh, he's taking a video of me or a picture. Oh, in that case you were probably right. But yeah, there's nothing to do about it right now, right? Because it's not about the dineros. It's about coffee. Oh. It's about freedom. It's about getting a free world. Finally. But like a real free world, not for the few select, but for everybody. And I mean for everybody. Even the dogs. And we're not horrible people. We give second chances. But once you got out, the world will be a different place. For you, for me, and the entire human race. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that lovely? And I was doing what I wanted to do. Learn myself, get closer to God, learning about street life and others and different cultures, and we have so much to learn from each other. And sometimes I didn't even believe it myself. Can't be true, right? Like a good plan like that. And when it finally comes together. But yeah, it's too late now. It's too late now. And it has been a process. It definitely has. But yeah. It felt uncomfortable. Especially if you are not an asshole. But yeah, smile. Smile, because you're on candid camera. And this feels very wrong to do. But hey, I don't want to harm them, but we know where they are, right? And the solution was pretty easy, I actually. Or easy. Things are never really easy though. But what was easy was to step out of the door. That one day I decided to leave. Because you see, I'm not a Dumbo. You might think when you first saw me I was nothing and stupid and yeah, but I'm not. Or naive. But I promise you, I'm not. Because I guess my Scorpion sign I'm a Scorpio for a sign, that's what I mean.